But as she held the charm in her hands, a wicked thought crossed her mind. Why settle for just attracting customers when I can have all their fortunes as well? She whispered to herself. A long time ago, there lived a woman named Mama Adaku. Mama Adaku was a hardworking woman who decided to start her own shop, selling all sorts of goods, from foodstuffs to provisions. However, no matter how low she priced her goods, nobody seemed to come to her shop. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but still, Mama Adaku's shop remained empty. Mama Adaku didn't give up though. She kept borrowing money to buy more goods, hoping that eventually customers would come. But as time passed, she found herself in a deep debt, unable to repay the money she had borrowed. One hot afternoon, as Mama Adaku was dozing off in her nearly empty shop, her friends walked by. They saw her sitting there alone and began to laugh at her misfortune. "Why don't you just close up shop and come work for us on the farm?" they teased. Mama Adaku felt a pang of hurt and anger at their words. She vowed then and there to prove them wrong and become the greatest trader in the village. And so, with newfound determination burning in her heart, Mama Adaku set out to discover why her shop was failing and how she could turn things around. She visited her grandmother, who took her to a native doctor. The native doctor revealed to her how most traders use market charm to attract customers and make their competitors fall out of business. Mama Adaku, eager to revive her failing business, eagerly accepted the market charm from the native doctor. But as she held the charm in her hands, a wicked thought crossed her mind. Why settle for just attracting customers when I can have all their fortunes as well? She whispered to herself. With newfound greed driving her actions, Mama Adaku made a bold request to the native doctor. She asked for the power to transfer all the fortunes of her customers to herself, ensuring that only she would prosper in business. The native doctor hesitated at first, warning Mama Adaku of the consequences of such a selfish act. But Mama Adaku's desire for wealth and success blinded her to any warnings. In the end, tempted by the promise of untold riches, the native doctor granted Mama Adaku's request, filling her with power to drain the fortunes of anyone who bought from her shop. With the charm in hand and her heart filled with greed, Mama Adaku returned to the village, ready to unleash her newfound power and dominate the market. As Mama Adaku's business flourished, her shop became the busiest spot in the village. People came from far and wide to buy her goods, and soon other traders found themselves struggling to compete. Despite Mama Adaku's newfound wealth and success, rumors began to swirl around the village. People whispered about how those who bought from Mama Adaku's shop never seemed to prosper. Even those she sold goods on credit to found themselves trapped in a cycle of poverty, unable to break free. But Mama Adaku paid no heed to the whispers. She was too busy enjoying her newfound riches and power. She expanded her business even further, opening branches in neighboring villages and towns. Yet, deep down, a sense of unease gnawed at her conscience. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was not right about the way her business had grown so quickly. As the years passed, Mama Adaku's wealth continued to grow, but so did the suffering of those around her. Few of the affected traders went on a journey to find out why their business are not progressing. They traveled to a faraway village to seek for a very powerful goddess who revealed to them all about Mama Adaku. She offered them a solution on how to render Mama Adaku powerless. She can only be defeated if she missed opening up her shop on a market day. She gave them a substance to spread around her house at midnight. That would make her oversleep and skip going to her shop the next day. They returned and did as instructed on the night before a market day. As Mama Adaku woke up in the evening to the realization that she had missed the market day, panic and fear gripped her heart. She knew that failing to open her shop on the market day would have dire consequences, especially considering the source of her newfound success. But try as she might, she couldn't find any explanation for why she had slept through the entire market day. As the days passed, Mama Adaku's once thriving business began to crumble before her eyes. Without the mysterious charm that had fueled her success, she found herself struggling to attract customers. Meanwhile, the villagers who had sought the help of the powerful goddess rejoiced as their own businesses began to flourish once again. They had succeeded in breaking the hold that Mama Adaku's greed had on the village, and peace and prosperity returned to Ikenga. But for Mama Adaku, the consequences of her actions were far from over. As she watched her wealth slip away, she knew that she would have to face the consequences of her greed and selfishness, both in this life and beyond. Desperate to understand what had happened, Mama Adaku sought out the native doctor for answers. But unfortunately, she found that the native doctor had died not too long ago. She then understood that her reign as the village's most successful trader was over. With her business in ruins and her reputation tarnished, Mama Adaku found herself facing a harsh reality. The wealth and success she had gained through greed and deceit had crumbled away, leaving her with nothing but sickness, regret, and remorse. As the news spread throughout the whole village, she was despised by all. No one dared to go near her or sell things to her. She was excommunicated from the rest of the villagers. Unable to bear the stigma, Mama Adaku left the village in shame with her children to another faraway village where nobody would be able to recognize her. There she settled and began to regain her shattered life. And so, Mama Adaku learned a valuable lesson: not to use dishonesty and deceit to obtain things from people. We should also learn not to use charm in anything we are doing, because it may take time, but definitely it would fail. This is Umma's story time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I am Amarachi Ihoma, the young storyteller.